Assalamu alaikum students, this is our iOS lecture 13 and our lecture is about UI of iOS app development. So let's get started with today's lecture. So first of all we have container view. So what is a container view? We have a container view are a way to combine the contents from multiple view controllers into a single user interface. Container view controllers are most often used to facilitate navigation and to create new user interface types based on existing content. Examples of container view controller in UIKit includes UI navigation controller. In this controller we have different navigation bars through which we can navigate from one screen to another screen. We can pass data also from one page to another page. In your tab bar controller, this is a tab bar that is located in the bottom of the application. So on clicking upon these tabs or these icon, the our page will scroll through these different tabs. UI split view controller, all of which facilitate navigation between different parts of user interface. So container view is that if we do not use this container view, our view controller will be get bloated. As we keep adding new things with time, that we add different items or different fields, buttons or images or videos. We add different things in our application time to time and populate our view controller, so it will get bloated. So one of the ways to make separate the load and the logic is to create a container view. Container view creates different containers in, and in that specific container we can put different data or different fields, etc. For example, like if I have like page this, so I want that this this site shows different blogs and emails or info, etc. mean about info, and this page shows different images and different forms, etc. So for that purpose I will divide this screen into different containers. I will first of all put a container over here and divide this screen into two containers, and by giving different widths and different lengths we can divide the container, and we can restrict the container, and in that container view I can add more containers like this and can put the desired data. So in this way we can keep our um, application very easy to understand, and the view container will not get bloated in this way. Now the next is tab bar. Tab bar controller comes pre-configured with two additional view controllers, one for each tab. Your tab bar controller is so-called container view controller because it contains one or more other view controllers, right? So the tab bar interface displays different tabs at the bottom of the window. We select different modes for displaying on our view. Each tab of a tab bar controller interface is associated with a custom view controller. If I click on a specific icon, it will show me different data. If I click on the other, it will show me a different data. So the example of tab so this is the example of a tab bar application. Here we can see we have different tabs over here: the world clock, alarm, bedtime, stopwatch and timing. The number one is world clock. This world clock will show the data that is present on this tab. On clicking upon this alarm button, it will show different alarms from where user can set alarms, and the stopwatch will show a stopwatch that user can start and stop, and this timer will set a timer. So this is the example of a tab bar application. Another example of tab bar application is we have Facebook application. In Facebook application we have home page, profile page, and when we see a request from another person or another ID, it is shown. So Facebook is also designed in form of a tab bar. So in tab bar we can navigate from one tab to another tab, and it shows different views of that tab. The next we have navigation bar. A UI navigation controller object supports navigation through a hierarchical dataset. A navigation interface presents one child view controller at a time, means it presents only one view at a time, not more than that. For example, I will show an application or give an example of an application. For example, I have this application that has home page and another is page number 1 and page number 2. Now I want to navigate from home page and then navigate from one page to another page, right? So this is nested navigation. So I have this navigation and this is the child, its child 1 and child 2. Now I have an picture is like this of birds and this is of animals. On clicking upon this bird image, this page will navigate to this page and it will show different pictures of different birds right over here. And after that, on clicking on that specific bird, it will show different sounds of that bird, right? So I am navigating from one page to another page and also sending some data, right? Like on clicking on birds, it will only show me birds, and on clicking upon animals, it will show me only pictures of animals, not birds. So how we can handle this thing? By sending IDs through navigations from this page to this page. And on clicking on this image, it will show different sounds of that bird. So it will also bring id of this. So how we can tell our application that it is the id1 or id2 or id3? So with help of navigations, we can send ids and it will automatically check that if id1, then show pictures of birds, and if there is coming id2, this is for id1, and if home page is sending id2, it will show pictures of animals. So we can see that a navigation bar presents one child view controller at a time. A navigation bar at the top of the interface displays the current position in the data. It shows that on which page it is on. Right? If I click on this, it will display home. On clicking upon this button, this home will be replaced with page 1, and then on clicking upon this page, it will be replaced with page 2. Navigation down into the data hierarchy is left to the child view controller and can involve the use of tables and buttons. Next, navigation between view controllers is managed jointly by the navigation controller and its children. Right? Means that when we go from one page to another page, which thing manage these things? The navigation controller and its children. When the user interacts with a button or a table row of a child view container, the child asks the navigation controller to push a new view. Means if the user asks for page 1, the view controller will push page 1, and if it asks for page 2, it will push page 2. The child handles the configuration of the new view controller contents, but the navigation controller manages the transition animations, that how one screen is slide over another. If I ask for page 1, it will disappear and page 1 will be shown, and if I ask for page 2, page 1 will be replaced with page 2. This animation is handled by navigation controller. The navigation controller also manages the navigation bar, which displays a back button for dismissing the topmost view controllers. So there is also a back button present, so that we can go back to the our first page, or the parent page means home page. So that button helps to navigate back through the application. Next we have a UI split view controller. Object displays the content of two view controllers in a master detail arrangement. In this arrangement, the content of one view controller determines what details are displayed by the other view controller. Means that this page will see that what this. For example, if I have like this is a split view, right? So if we have buttons over here, so on clicking upon these buttons, it will change data over here. On button 1, it will show one data. On button 2, it will change another data. So the visibility of the two view controller is configurable but is also governed by the current environment. In a regularly horizontal environment, the split view controller can show both child view controller side by side, or it can hide the master and display it as needed. In a compact environment, the split view controller displays only one view at a time. If you are using a split view controller in a compact environment, it will only show one container or one view at a time. So you can choose these views on the basis of your requirement of application. If you want to navigate through different screens from one page to third page or fourth page, means you are doing navigations between four pages and also bringing data as well or sending data, you will use navigation. If you only want that both data should be displayed side by side, then you can use this split view. So this is the example of a navigation bar, view controller, split view controller, child view controller, and this is views, and this is the example of a view controller, and this is the example of our split view. This is view 1 and this is view 2. So this is it for our today's lecture. We have discussed our different views, that was container view, view controller, navigation bar, split view and tab view. So we can choose different types of views according to our requirement of our applications. So this is it for our today's lecture of UI and UX of iOS app development. If you have any queries relating to the lecture, you can ask in the live session.